Have you ever wondered why Northern Europeans have a higher risk of multiple sclerosis? This seemingly simple question opens the door to a fascinating realm of scientific investigation. The answer lies deep within our DNA, our ancient human heritage. This research is not just about understanding a single disease, but it sheds light on the complex interplay between our genes and our health. It's a significant leap in our journey to comprehend genetic diseases. Stay with us as we unravel the mystery behind this intriguing phenomenon. The answer to this conundrum lies deep within our DNA, in the very building blocks of our existence. Now, you might be wondering, what is DNA? Well, think of it as a blueprint, a detailed plan for building every part of you. It's a long, twisting molecule, a double helix, that carries the instructions for making all the proteins a body needs. These instructions are stored inside each of our cells, and they pass from generation to generation. But here's the catch: not all DNA blueprints are the same. Just as different architectural plans can lead to different types of buildings, different DNA can lead to different types of people. Some of these differences are quite obvious, like eye color or height. But others are more subtle, and these can sometimes increase our risk of developing certain diseases. This brings us back to the question about why Northern Europeans have a higher risk of multiple sclerosis. You see, researchers have found that certain genetic variants or slight changes in the DNA sequence are more common in this population. These genetic variants are ancient, passed down from our ancestors who lived thousands of years ago. One of these genetic variants is thought to have helped our ancient ancestors survive in the harsh climates of Northern Europe. It allowed them to produce more vitamin D, a crucial nutrient when sunlight is scarce. But fast forward to today, this same genetic variant appears to increase the risk of multiple sclerosis, a disease where the immune system mistakenly attacks the protective covering of nerve cells. It's a fascinating example of how our genetic heritage can shape our health in unexpected ways. Our ancestors adapted to their environment, and those adaptations are still with us, for better and for worse. So, our ancient ancestors have left us more than just cultural and historical heritage. They've also passed on their genetic vulnerabilities. But what exactly is multiple sclerosis, and why is it more prevalent among Northern Europeans? Multiple sclerosis, often shortened to MS, is a chronic disease that affects the central nervous system, which comprises our brain and spinal cord. It's like an unwelcome guest who disrupts the communication between the brain and the rest of the body. Symptoms can vary widely, from fatigue and difficulty walking to numbness and slurred speech. Now, let's turn our attention to Northern Europe. Studies suggest that MS is more prevalent among Northern Europeans due to a combination of genetic and environmental factors. The ancient DNA of these populations might carry certain genetic markers that increase susceptibility to MS. Additionally, environmental factors such as lower sunlight exposure, leading to less vitamin D synthesis, might play a role as well. While the exact cause of multiple sclerosis remains unknown, our DNA might be holding crucial clues. So what does all this mean for us and our understanding of genetic diseases? Well, let's take a moment to recap. We've learned that ancient human DNA can hold some fascinating clues about our present. It's like a time capsule, preserving echoes from our past and potentially shedding light on the health challenges we face today. In this case, we've uncovered a compelling link between the DNA of our ancient ancestors and the higher risk of multiple sclerosis in Northern Europeans. This link is not just an interesting factoid, but a critical piece of the puzzle in understanding the root causes of this complex disease. Moreover, we've delved into the enigma that is multiple sclerosis, an autoimmune disease that, despite advances in medical science, remains shrouded in mystery. We've seen how genetic research can help us decode this mystery, offering new avenues for identifying those at risk and developing more effective treatments. But perhaps the most significant takeaway here is the profound importance of genetic research itself. It's not just about tracing our ancestral lineage or satisfying our curiosity about the past. It's about leveraging our understanding of the past to shape a healthier, better future. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of our DNA, we not only learn more about our past, but also gain invaluable insights that can shape our future. Remember, We are not just the product of our past, but also the architects of our future.